Sawadee-ka. Hello and welcome to Daily Wisdom, Walking the Path with the Buddha. Today, we're discussing what is merit. Be sure to stick around to the end of the video where I'll share some tips on how to deepen your practice. Today, we're discussing what is merit. In order to understand merit, you must first understand what is kamma and how it affects you. There's a previous chapter in the book and a previous video that can help you understand this. Because merit is a unique type of kamma. It's a way to generate wholesome kamma. Merit is kamma that you generate through making offerings to bhikkhus, which are monks, or bhikkhunis, which some people call nuns. These are the male and female ordained disciples of Gotama Buddha. You can also create merit by making offerings to temples and to your teachers who are sharing the teachings of Gotama Buddha with you. So essentially what merit is a way for us to make offerings of money, our time, our effort, supplies, in order to support the distribution and sharing of Gotama Buddha's teachings. This is what we call merit. Merit is really important because it helps us to share the teachings worldwide throughout the world. The only reason why you are understanding these teachings and have access to them is because over the 2,500-year history of Gotama Buddha's teachings originating with Gotama Buddha until now, people have created merit or made offerings to the people who have been sharing his teachings worldwide. And this is the reason why his teachings continue to exist to this day. Because of generosity of people like you and others, long before us, long before this time, the teachings have continued to be cultivated and shared throughout the world. So merit is a way for you to individually make offerings to the bhikkhus, the bhikkhunis, to temples, to teachers, and to efforts to share and distribute the teachings of Gotama Buddha. This is considered to be a very good offering because in supporting the teachings of Gotama Buddha, you're helping to spread the teachings, which ultimately helps to eliminate discontentness in all of humanity. So it's a practice of generosity as well as loving kindness and compassion for all beings. Through practicing merit, which requires generosity, you're also benefiting yourself through the elimination of the unwholesome root of craving, or one of the three poisons, which is craving, or attachment, or greed, or desire. This poison is one of the main of the three poisons that exist in the mind. And through practicing generosity by making offerings to share Gotama Buddha's teachings, which is called merit, you are in effect benefiting many people, but you're also benefiting yourself. Because as you understand, kamma is a cause and effect, or action and result. Because you are helping other people, you are also helping yourself to eliminate this unwholesome root of craving. Now there is a practice in some areas of Gotama Buddha's countries that practice Gotama Buddha's teachings of pouring water to transfer merit that you've created to other people. Typically these are people that have already died or passed away, or sometimes people that are already existing. Or sometimes you hear people say, I donate my merit to you. This is impossible. This is a misunderstanding of Gotama Buddha's teachings. One who has studied the Pali Canon closely sees that Gotama Buddha shared that you cannot share your merit. You cannot give your kamma to somebody else. We are the owners and the heirs of our kamma. It's not possible for someone else to create kamma, or good kamma, or wholesome kamma for me. It's also not possible for somebody else to create bad kamma or unwholesome kamma for me. It's only us who can practice the teachings and generate good wholesome kamma through making offerings, ultimately creating merit. So whether we're talking about merit or we're talking about any other aspects of kamma, it's not possible for us to transfer our kamma or our merit to other people or generate merit for other people. We have to do it ourselves. But by doing it ourselves and practicing generosity, creating merit, we are the ones who inherit the benefits of that. So good or bad kamma, we are its heirs. We are the inheritors of that kamma. So if you see people that are pouring water into a little dish and you ask them what they're doing, they will typically tell you that they're transferring any merit that they've made to someone else. These are practices that existed and have been kind of integrated in with Gotama Buddha's teachings, but they're not Gotama Buddha's teachings at all. But you will see people in the community practicing Gotama Buddha's teachings, sharing this practice and performing this practice with the thought or the belief that they are transferring their merit. But if you understand Gotama Buddha's teachings and the natural law of kamma, you will understand that this is a misunderstanding. So merit is a practice of supporting the teachings of Gotama Buddha through making generous offerings to what we call the Sangha. The Sangha is the community of bhikkhus and bhikkhunis and anyone who has attained one of the 4 stages of enlightenment. Some people more broadly define the word Sangha as the entire community, which is fine. There's many different definitions of what the Sangha is, but it's the ordained males, the ordained females, and anyone who has attained any of the 4 stages of enlightenment who can share these teachings and share them with others to help them grow and progress along this path. So anybody who's making offerings to these teachers, to the temples, to the bhikkhus and bhikkhunis, you are in effect helping and supporting through loving kindness and compassion, supporting the growth and distribution of the teachings of Gotama Buddha. This is merit, this is wholesome kamma, and this is one of the best ways that you can produce wholesome kamma. But Gotama Buddha explained in his teachings that one doesn't need to be rich or wealthy in order to produce merit or produce good, wholesome kamma. He goes into excruciating detail about all the different offerings that someone might make to him, even to him as the Buddha. Because making an offering to a Buddha is very, very meritorious. A lot of good kamma to make an offering to an actual Buddha. So if somebody lived during the lifetime of the Buddha and actually made offerings to him, there's lots of merit associated with that. He went through various types of offerings. He even talked about 84,000 acres of land, or 84,000 kilograms of gold, or 84,000 many different things, and he listed them all out, just enormous, enormous wealth. And he said all of these offerings pale in the comparison to that kamma, or that wholesome kamma, which is created by the individual who does breathing mindfulness meditation. So in the initial description of merit, talking about offerings of money or supplies or time and effort, one might think you need to be wealthy in order to generate merit. And that's not true. That's another misunderstanding that exists throughout the Buddhist community. Because what Gotama Buddha taught is that the highest, most pure, the most meritorious thing that one could offer to the entire world and to all of humanity is for you to do meditation. Meditating on impermanence as the very first and highest quality kamma that one could ever generate or produce. The second highest quality is one who meditates on loving kindness or goodwill to all beings. So if you read the teachings of Gotama Buddha, when he's talking about the value associated with various offerings, you can see that he talks about all this financial wealth and all these things that could be given in terms of gold, money, and other things, land, things like this. But he says all of that pales in the comparison to someone who does meditation. And the reason why is because by us doing meditation and training the mind, we train the mind to produce more and more and more wholesome kamma, less and less and less unwholesome kamma. By doing that, that means there's less unwholesome kamma for the world to deal with, for humanity to deal with, generated by us. So it doesn't matter how much money or wealth we run out and go create and offer to the Sangha, if we are not practicing the teachings, if we're not meditating, then we're producing untold amounts of unwholesome kamma. And therefore, we're creating a lot of things for people to have to deal with. So if we actually sit down and do meditation or lay or stand or do walking meditation, we are actually doing the very best conduct that can produce the most amount of merit, the most wholesome kamma, and you'll see benefits in your life. Now on to your practice tip. What I would like to suggest to you is that you do two things, perhaps maybe just one of them if that's all you can do. The first thing I'd like to recommend that you do in order to improve your practice and create the most merit possible is do meditation. You need to develop a daily meditation practice of breathing mindfulness meditation. In chapter 11 of the book and in other content that I've shared teachings of how to do breathing mindfulness meditation. It's very, very important, utterly important that you develop a daily practice of breathing mindfulness meditation. And in addition to that, loving kindness meditation. The second thing I would like to recommend to you, if you're able, is to find bhikkhus or bhikkhunis or temples or teachers that are sharing teachings with you and share either some money, even a small donation, even if it's $1 or $5, share some supplies or some time and effort to help them to share the teachings with other people. By doing these two things, you're generating merit, wholesome kamma. It's very important that you get in the habit of generating wholesome kamma, firstly by meditation, but secondly by sharing your money, by sharing your time, your effort, supplies with the people that are sharing these teachings. Because wherever you're learning these teachings, those people are having to do lots and lots of work in order to share these teachings with you. And they're not asking you for money. They shouldn't be asking you for money. They shouldn't be requesting any payment for their time and their effort. But through your generosity, you can share your money, you can share your time, you can share your effort and supplies to help them share the teachings with other people. And by doing that, you'll be able to then create merit, wholesome kamma, and benefit not only yourself, but all of humanity. Thank you for watching the video. Be well, and we'll see you next time. Sawadee krap.